Hello and Swaddy Carp, good afternoon. Ricky and Isaan here, and I'm in a bit of a little jungle we've got out here near the village. Really nice place to walk. Sometimes I ride my bike through here. There's all these little dirt trails that just lead up different nooks and crannies around this little jungle, and it banks right up onto the river. So we've got a great big river here as well, and it's probably, I don't know, a kilometre from the village up there, so it's fairly close, just on the other side of my little lake. So we're 3 months on. Today's the 29th. We're 3 months on since Id passed away. I can't believe it's only 3 months. It feels like it's been so much longer. What a journey it's been. Been through a whole lot, and just thinking about how it was back then, the day it happened, often goes through my mind. Just everything, the shock, the uncertainty, what happens next, especially with my twin daughters. It was just, yeah, so much stress, and yeah, I don't wish anything like that on anyone. Crazy part of my life that I'll never forget, and yeah. But this video is going to be about how I'm doing now, three months on, where I'm at in life, where I see things going out here in rural Thailand, and you know, what's got me going, what's keeping me going, what's keeping me happy. There may be things that people don't like in this video, but it is what it is really, and we'll discuss that when we get to it. So 3 months on, I like to think I'm doing good. People tell me I'm doing good. I've had video calls with subscribers who have told me I'm doing good, or I look like I'm doing really good. And there's obviously other people who are telling me I'm not doing the right thing. I'm making horrible decisions for me, for my future, and the twins' future. But at the end of the day, I think I'm doing pretty good for this stage now. Continuing to live the dream out here in Thailand, which is what we wanted to do when we moved here, and is essentially the reason I decided I wanted kids, because I thought this is a fantastic place to raise kids and for kids to grow up in. The pain going through a tragic event like this does subside. It does go away, even though at the time you feel like you don't want to continue living. You feel like you're never going to get over this, but it does get better, and that's what people told me from the get-go, even if it didn't feel like it. So you do get better in this situation, and of course I got my twins, so I had to get better. I had to push on for the twins, because they got the whole life ahead of them. I just think back at this whole year. It would have been roughly January where I found out I was going to be a father. Probably February or March, found out I was having twins. In July, the twins were born 6 weeks early. We went through some rough patches with the twins, with hospitalisation and needing eye surgery. But now the twins are so healthy and perfect, and you know, they've got their whole life ahead of them, and hopefully they've got a long life ahead of them as well. And then of course in September, unexpectedly we lost Id. Both me and Id were sick with dengue fever. Horrible illness. I've never thought a mosquito bite could affect you in such a way. I will be getting the vaccine. I'm eligible to get the vaccine in March. My local private hospital out here, the vaccine's 2,500 baht. I'm not sure if that's each time or if that's for the whole 3 shots, whatever it is, but yeah, if you get this dengue fever again, each time it hits you so much worse, and it hit me hard. Hit me very hard. I experienced these crazy pains in my heart, which I just thought it was lack of sleep, lack of food, you know, stress because Id passed away. But later when I spoke to the doctor, they said that's actually from the fever. Depending what variant of the fever you had, one of them does really attack your heart. So, I mean, that's crazy to think about too, that it could have been me also. And I know everyone's different about this sort of thing, but I got my boy too, Luga. I mean, he's a big part of my life. It's now the 3rd new year since I moved to Thailand, and I've had some rough patches. I've had some really negative times prior to all this, and Luga really helps me get through all this. He's like my, my son, my best bud. Someone who's, always helps me get through rough times, you know? So you go through something like this in a foreign country and you don't really know what's gonna happen, because foreign laws, it's not your home country, is it? Especially in a country like Thailand where laws never really favour foreigners. Thankfully me and Id were married in Thailand, so that helped a lot, and then I had children, so that helps a lot as well. If I was not married and didn't have children, I'm not really gonna be able to stay in the house or stay in Thailand. Obviously with the children, I'm on a child dependent visa now, which I can do until they're 20, I believe. And then, I mean, in 20 years time, I think I'm a year or two off retirement age anyway, if I wanted to get on a retirement visa. But 20 years time, such a long time. We'll worry about that if I still even want to be in Thailand at that stage. And then there's things like the car, the house. They were really the only assets we had to get sorted. Had to go through the local court to get deemed that I was entitled to it. And then with the property, I've said it before, we've got 2 houses on the property. We're going to subdivide the land to protect the Thai family as well, because we don't know what could happen in my future, where maybe someone else could get control of my property. I could tragically pass away, we don't know what could happen there. And then suddenly the Thai family's in limbo, aren't they? So by subdividing it, they put it in their name, whatever they want to do. I put my house in my twin's name, and I just get an executor or a guarantor who's just in control of it until the twins are of age. So that's absolutely fine. I believe I can even be that person. I might just have to go to court if I really want to, but it'll be fine in the grandmother's name. Getting on after going through such a tragic thing in your life, I mean, it's hard. It's hard for sure, especially in my situation with twin daughters who were 3-4 months old at the time. Don't really have any friends out here who I can, go visit daily. Obviously I've made friends through YouTube, but we all live so far away from each other. But being here in the isolation, going through something like that, it's tough. But as we know, my family got here pretty quickly. They didn't even have passports, and they got passports issued on a public holiday, got on the plane the next day. Of course I had the boys, Ben, Nat, Drew, who got to my house the next day, because that would have been, a crazy day to just sit there alone with my thoughts. And that was part of why I wanted to vlog it all at the time. Obviously there was a lot of criticism, why are you vlogging this? But I've said it before, this YouTube's my journal. It's like my diary. I want to be able to go back one day and look at, things that happened in my life and how it made me feel and what I was thinking. And of course, over time your memories fade. So my memories might not be the same. That's what's actually on the video, but the video is going to show what actually happened, isn't it? Where am I at now? My dad wanted me to get to 3 months, and I'm at 3 months now. And yeah, I want to stay here, which was what I was pretty sure I wanted to do early days anyway. I will stay here. My visa's sorted for another year. Pretty scenic little walk here, so close to my village. Absolutely love it. How am I going socially? It's been difficult. It's been very difficult. I don't really have any friends out here. I've met people now, but day to day, just sitting in the village is difficult. Just sitting at home alone with my thoughts, just interacting with people on Messenger. I remember yesterday, I went to get dinner, and I think it was about 6 PM was the first time I actually spoke to someone for the whole day. It was the first time for the whole day I actually verbally spoke to someone, other than, typing or whatever I was doing. So I think a bit of that does affect me, and that may result in me potentially moving somewhere else, like just a more urban area, like a nearby town, nearby city. Now this part may ruffle some feathers. In fact, it will ruffle feathers, but it is what it is. I'm just vlogging what's going on, and this is my life and my channel. But I have connected with somebody in the area during all this, thankfully, because if I didn't, I probably wouldn't want to be here right now. I've essentially, you could say I've met the right person at the wrong time, but I've flipped it and decided, no, it doesn't have to be the wrong time. It can be the right time. Bloody hell, look at the river, that's beautiful. So essentially I've met a girl in my area, who speaks good English, is a great person, kind person, and they've helped me out with so much without even going and meeting them, for a while there. They helped me out with so much. I'd just be like at the noodle shop, take a photo, how do I order these wonton soup noodles, because I've got no idea. It was stuff like that, and then the friendships built over time, and then over time it's just continued to evolve into a relationship, and now they're the person that's got me feeling good, got me feeling happy about life. And it definitely has been soon, but like I said, I haven't tried to meet someone. It's just happened, and thinking about it all, the type of person they are, it was one of those things where I could put things on hold for a while, and then later on they might not be available, they might not be around anymore, And I didn't want to regret that decision because without getting too personal and too in depth on it all, yeah, they helped me out with an incredible amount, more than they needed to, and it really has meant a lot to me. And yeah, they're a great person, and perhaps down the line they may become part of the channel. We'll see in 2024, and things will go from there. In regards to maybe some of the dislike or the negative comments I may receive, I think it's hard really for people to understand until they've been in this situation. Because I spoke to a lot of people who have been in a similar situation, and they've all said similar things, that you've got to realise Id is now, she's like my guardian angel. She can't come back. You've got to move on with life. And I have been getting a lot of that privately. And connecting with this person, it was the thing that made me get better, because I was in a really dark place there throughout October. If I hadn't connected with this person, I don't know what mind frame or stage of life I'd be in right now. There's another Thailand YouTuber, I don't want to name names or whatever, but similar situation to me, losing his wife. And at the time, I remember seeing that he was with someone else rather quick. And I remember criticising him as well, but unless you're in that situation, you don't really know, I think. And me and this individual haven't rushed into things, so we've taken it slow, and it's been a great friendship that's evolved further, and it will probably continue to evolve, and I hope it does, because they now mean a lot to me, and for what they've pulled me out of, that they didn't need to help me with, and you know, the type of person they are, it's that's now something I don't want to lose as well. It's given me hope, it's given me a reason to live, but it's something I don't want to lose. And for 2024, it's about pushing this channel further, being a good dad for my daughters, seeing my daughters take their first steps, which I'm assuming they'll do in 2024, learning more about raising children, because I still don't know a whole heap, sharing all this stuff with you guys, in the background working on my business ideas and the opportunities that are arising, and securing our future while, you know, living the dream here in Thailand, which is what I want to do and what I want to keep doing and what we will keep doing. That's what I wanted to share, and I've been thinking about how do I share this for a while now, because this hasn't been a sudden overnight thing. I'm expecting some criticism, I'm expecting some hate, but like I said, I don't really care. It fuels me, a lot of the hate I get, and B, unless you've been in this exact situation, you can't really comment, unfortunately, because you just don't know, especially in a situation that I'm in isolation. If this happened in Australia, it's a different story altogether again, isn't it? With my friends and my family around, but being here alone is very different again. So I wanted to share this with you guys. It's probably taken a bit of courage from my end. I've been asking for people's opinions and feedbacks. And that last night really convinced me that I should do it, because it also benefits the channel, because the exciting, fun things I'm doing now is, you know, with this person, and I can't really vlog it. I can't really vlog it until I tell you guys what's going on, can I? So maybe in February, March, April, who knows, you know, I might vlog with them on camera. We'll just see how everything transpires and what this reaction's like. I might lose all my subscribers right now, or people may have been through similar situations and understand exactly what it's like. So that's where I'm at, three months in, and it just, so much has gone, so much has happened, so much has gone through it. It's crazy that this is only 3 months. It feels like years, to be honest. October was such a difficult time. Such a difficult time. I remember the 21st of October. 21st of October was the last time I cried about Id. But it wasn't necessarily about missing Id. And that's not to say before that I didn't cry a lot. I was crying daily. I was riding the motorbike into town and crying. We were going to see the lawyer and I'm crying, and the Thai family's getting upset with me, saying you should be better by now, and they're asking my mum on Google Translate, when is he going to get better? And then this person has been the reason I've gotten better. But the 21st of October, for whatever reason, I thought it was a good idea to go back through Id's Facebook, like literally all the way back to when we first met and stuff like that. And 2019, I saw a Facebook post, and it was I can't really remember the day, but she was at work at the Thai restaurant and I brought her flowers. And I used to wake up for work 4 o'clock in the morning, and I must have, put the flowers somewhere for her as a surprise when she come home from work. And the post was something like, feeling, incredible. He surprised me with flowers. I can't remember what the translation was exactly. It was a Thai post, but I can't believe my eyes. He surprised me with flowers. And yeah, just, she was so happy in the photo, and it was just one of those things where, I don't remember the last time I brought her flowers after that, and I was like, why did I do that? Why didn't I buy her flowers more often? It was just a little gesture, and yeah, that wrecked me that day. It still feels shit now thinking about that exact scenario, but just something small like that, just buying someone flowers. And why didn't I do it more often? Because I'm not even sure if I did it again after that, which sounds horrible. But I guess COVID, it was a bit hard to go buy flowers. And then we moved to Thailand, and yeah, I don't know where to buy flowers in Thailand. Just one of those things, I guess. Life's been a lot better. Life's feeling good. I'm happy, I'm living. And I mean, what else can you do, really? You can't sit in the shadows and weep forever. You've got to get a move on with things. And maybe we look back on this a year on from the death, where life's at then, because I mean, that's still 9 months away, and life could be very different then as well. But I'm doing good. I'm happy. The twin daughters are happy. They smile at me every day. So even if I wasn't doing good, you still got to push on for your twin daughters anyway. I think this will be an interesting video, comments wise. So we'll see how this goes. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next video. Not in this little jungle. Really nice walk though, because it's a really hot day today.